What's good, YouTube? Ghost Archives back in the building. It's good to see everybody back here. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Joey Badass's new song, Sorry Not Sorry. Some people are saying this is a response. Some people are saying it's not a response. I personally, I'm looking at it. I listened to the song a bunch of times back to back, right before shooting this video. And honestly, it's super light. It's super light. I don't really see him responding to anybody that dissed him in the past few weeks, with an exception for a couple of bars. Now, I do like the aesthetic and I like the energy that Joey Badass is bringing to the table. He's definitely up. He's definitely hyping up where he's from. He starts off the verse by naming off the blocks where he's from. He's shouting out Marcy. It's kind of like a Jay reference again, with kind of tailing the tracks of The Ruler Is Back. The song was produced by the Conductor again. Maybe we're going to be getting a Joey Badass and Conductor collab project coming soon. Not sure. But he definitely had another one in the chamber. But I think this one serves even less utility than his initial track. The Ruler's Back had a very strong statement in it, with the West Coast line and the Elohim line. And he does have a moment where he says things, but everything in here is subliminal. There are no names called out. One of the lines that stuck out to me was when he was saying people with attitude, or NWA, you know what I'm saying? The word, I'm not going to say it, but he says NWA, people with attitude are mad that I'm trying to big up my city, but that's what I'm supposed to do. So, I feel like he's definitely responding to that flag that he put up by saying like, yo, New York is way better. Don't sleep on New York. However, saying that there's too much West Coast dick licking is pretty disrespectful. So it's kind of weak to be like, yo, y'all mad that I hype my city up, but then at the same time, you was dissing a whole other coast. So, with that being said, I was like, okay, it's something light. And then he did say in this song, and this is one of the only things that I really caught from the song that was aimed at somebody specific. So in here he says, men lie, women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later, but I know damn sure that Joey won't. So, he's obviously shooting at J. Cole's direction now, because J. Cole dropped a diss track towards Kendrick Lamar and then deleted it soon after, went on stage at his very own festival and apologized to Kendrick Lamar because he knew he couldn't stand toe-to-toe with, Dot. Joey Badass is basically saying, I don't give a fuck. That's not my type of style. I'm going to stay right here and I'll stand on what I said. He also says in the track that the audacity of this dude must be out of his mind, haunted by the ghost of Biggie and Pac, but on them combined. It definitely could be a response to Daylight's diss track, the New York diss track. Could be a response to Ray Vaughn. It could be a response to Kendrick Lamar. But that's kind of what I'm not really appreciating about this track as opposed to the Ruler's Back track, right? This song is more like, it can be applied in a general sense, and that's kind of taken away from that bravado energy that Joey is coming in on. Because on the same song, he does say he's on his bully, he's on his New York bully shit. So, I definitely think that the track was produced well. I think that he rhymed well on it. I just think that it was the bars that were given out were too light, especially with Ray Vaughn, Jason Martin, Daylight. Just the statements that they made were very powerful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you necessarily have to respond to Jason Martin, but I do think that you have to respond to Ray Vaughn. Because Ray Vaughn was definitely disrespectful. He was definitely direct. He made it extremely sensationalized. He went viral off of it. And honestly, this is kind of the attention that Joey Badass was looking for. But instead, he got it from Ray Vaughn, somebody maybe a little bit younger than Joey Badass, but he brought that energy to his front door. And then he was taunting him online. Joey doesn't have anything to drop. He's probably shooting power. He's probably out acting. Don't confuse shooting the movies with really shooting. That was one of my favorite bars on that Ravon track. And then he said, out of sight, out of mind. Now I'm fronting the line. The out of sight, out of mind bar kind of gave me a reference back to that J-Rock song on his 2018 album Redemption with J. Cole. But basically what Joey is saying is he's been out of sight, he's been out of mind, now he's coming back with a vengeance. And then he says, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine until y'all blind. Now, this one kind of bothered me a little bit because I took it one way when I initially heard it. And that's from the Nipsey Hussle song Stuck in the Grind, where he's like, this little light of mine, let it shine. I'm stuck in the grind. And, if he's paying homage to Nipsey, definitely, like, I respect it. But with you talking about the West Coast and the way that you're talking about the West Coast and the flag that you're trying to put up, I don't see that working out for you unless you have the cosign from someone like a Dave East. And from what I'm hearing, Dave East ain't fucking with what Joey Badass is dropping. Dave East is from Harlem. Joey Badass is from Brooklyn. And if you pay attention to what Daylight said in his track, he's like, look, the motherfuckers from the other boroughs ain't fucking with you like that, Joey. Your own city don't even fuck with you like that. I did hear in this track as well, Joey saying that he's bigger than New York. I heard this in there, and I kind of took that the wrong way as well, because with Joey Badass being the artist he is, and I love his music, don't get me wrong, but in the last 5 years, we haven't got super heavy projects from Joey that really made a statement like Before the Money did, or Summer Nights did. So with that being said, and he had Diddy on his last track, on his last album. He had Diddy on the opener track for the last album. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, it's the truth, but you know what I'm trying to imply. I'm just kidding, though. Then he has the beat switch in there. And honestly, the second verse was super lackluster. It was a lot of the same thing that I had a problem with Drake's most recent freestyle. I'm meditation, I'm communication, I'm on a vacation, I'm, relation, I meditate and penetrate and, defibrillate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just too much of that and not enough said. It was like, I get it, you're over here, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that, but there was no real utility for Joey Badass's second verse. And that's why, honestly, this was a misstep in the war that Joey Badass has going on. Now, I'm saying you could take an L and get back into the fight. So I don't want to see any backtracking or missteps or interviews from Joey Badass. You just got to keep dropping songs. You got to keep dropping heat. And you can't be afraid to get a little dirty. You can't be afraid to get on the football field and get hit. Okay? If you're going to go out into the field and play football, you got to be able to get hit too. You got to get cracked. Sometimes other people go crack you. It's all good. Pause. No Diddy. But I'm just saying. Sometimes you can't be afraid to get dirty. You can't be afraid to really throw a blow in there. So, Joey, I appreciate you. I appreciate your music. I like how you started off this song, but overall, it was too light to be resourceful. It was too light to be useful. It was a great video. It was cool aesthetic. It was cool for what it was, but it was not enough. It's not enough. Say you really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than us. It's not enough. I'm just kidding, y'all. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about this Sorry Not Sorry track. Was it trash? Was it fire? Should Joey come back with another track? Should Ravon even respond? I feel like Ravon is definitely going to respond to this one, especially if you have the upper hand in this side of the battle. It's not like he completely destroyed him. He got him up out of his shell. Joey Badass popped back out with some mid. Let's just be honest. And now Ravon or Daylight or whoever's going to take this battle to where it got to go, now they have the opportunity to drop some shit on him. Good news for Joey is he doesn't seem like he's a freakazoid, and he probably doesn't have demons like some of these other Hollywood assholes, right? So it could stay clean. It could be a friendly fade. Let's just keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get too into our egos. Let's just lean into the rap. Let's lean into the art. Let's lean into the craft. And yeah, there you have it. Joey Badass. Sorry, not sorry. This is my reaction. And make sure you guys like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And until the next time, I'm out of here. Peace.